Welcome to Crisis of Empire. We will be picking up where we left off last week. The travelers have been conscripted by parties unknown uh, in through the Reidd-Valaasii Corporation, uh, basically to break into the floating palace of the Thearch of Pavabid, and the goal of this break-in is to leave a small holographic emitter stashed in his private quarters, so that the unnamed parties can transmit um, a holographic message that he will believe has come from God, and to convince him to open up the mining of iridium deposits that have been found on Pavabid. And of course, the unnamed powers are likely Colas government, as well as possibly the Imperium is involved in this. And Stern Metal Horizons would, of course, seem to benefit from this as well, because they would be the company most likely to go in and begin ore extraction. And so these groups came together, and that they have set the travelers on their path. And so we will be starting game and today with them uh, deciding how they're going to go about this, and hopefully get this underway. So you've you have been able to get your requisitions, and whatever you wanted to purchase. Um, so what's your guys' plan? I saw that you had posted, or I see Salve had posted some stuff. I How do you guys want to go about this? I mean, we know how you're getting there. That's already taken care of. But is there any preamble that you want to take care of before doing so?
You mentioned a stealth suit. I don't think I've seen that. Is
Uh,
it?
let's see here. Not necessarily a stealth suit, but something that would add stealth
It's an
capability.
it's an armor adjustment that you can get.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
The really good stuff is very expensive. It's like 50 grand for the one that.
yeah, chameleon full motion, or chameleon IR. Um, so full motion would give you a +3. It is an add-on to um, whatever armor that you're wearing. Gives a +3 to stealth checks beyond 20 meters. And Chameleon IR is +4 to stealth checks versus infrared. There's also Chameleon Vislight, which is +4 to stealth beyond 5 meters. So,
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one you want for true. That is the absolute best one you can get.
yeah, it's tech level 13.
Because that gets up to 5 meter, down to 5 meters. I'm wearing the full motion one, which is great if you're running across a field type thing, or trying to hide at a distance. But like if you're walking through a building, they're gonna spot you because you're gonna be under 20 meters inside a ship or a building, most likely.
Right.
5 meters isn't
Random
far
question.
either. Okay.
Yeah, the 5 meter one's pretty nice, but it's pricey.
Yeah, it's what, 50,000? Yeah. Yeah, 50,000.
Question.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, if you got something on that same topic, go ahead. I was gonna ask something different, but if you got something on that, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm looking through the supply catalog.
Do we know what kind of clothing they wear on this place? Is there any way for us to like have clothing that kind of blends in with theirs so we don't stand out like a sore thumb?
Sure, you can go shop and
They're-
buy some clothing.
They're not really sure. Forces that have been seen in the starport and at the trade enclave, at the starport on Pavabed, are generally wearing white and gold, or white with gold accents type uniforms. That's about as close as their uniforms get. It's all based on the religious aspect. That clerics usually of the Pavabidian heresy usually are dressed in white, and their troops are similarly dressed. Black boots, you know. In fact, I might. I used AI to create a bunch of tokens.
Are we in a universe where typically there's like workstation utility jacks like every few feet in interior spaces? Like a jack that you can
there are
access systems.
there are frequent terminals in most stations or spacecraft. Maybe not, you know, evenly spaced out like that, but
yeah, I know.
There are usually,
you know what I mean.
You know, on a station like this would be there would be probably 2 or 3 per level, with, of course, more specific access available in certain departments.
Can we get information out of them with the easy hack thing?
Possibly, yes.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Let's see here. Yeah. Add a handout. Come on, there we go. So this is pretty average of what is usually seen around the starport.
What sort of armor is that?
This would be, they are equipped. Hold on. I don't even know if this thing tells me, but I do know what I equip. Oh, it does. Just a second here. I do 2 things at once here. Not working. There we go. These guys. Just cloth armor. +8, or 8 plus protection.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm looking. I thought there were some that had a little bit better armor, but I'm not. Evidently, I was wrong. Nope. Yep, it's just cloth armor.
I'm thinking with the NAS sensor, we can avoid them seeing us, most likely, unless something goes really, really wrong. But what about audio stealth, so they don't necessarily hear us? I didn't see much for that.
Well, I mean, like I said, those stunner carbines have a modification that makes them silent. Aside from that, I'm not sure what else you might have in mind.
Hoping not to shoot anybody. Just being able to sneak around. We probably want that droid to be quiet. We probably want us to be quiet if we have to go in. We don't want somebody in the next room to hear us moving around.
Yeah, I don't know that there's too much that
I'm
can
hoping we can
help
send
with
the
that.
I'm hoping we can send the peeping eye bot in first and have it scout things so we can get an idea of like how many guards there are, where they're located, that type of thing.
I love that idea.
That's
Yes.
definitely my plan.
Yeah. So that I think that'll give us an idea of what we're looking at, and it moves very slowly, so it may take a while for it to map out the place.
The NAS sensor will help there too, because it'll show us where the guards are, even through walls. So that should be good as well. Okay.
What? Here.
Is our sponsor offering to provide camouflage or chameleon wear?
Let me. Yeah, they could provide you with a chameleon Vislight. Because it's tech level
Okay.
13.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see here. There it is.
Obviously, all of us, right? Not just me.
Yeah, everybody can have that upgrade added to their armor.
Already done.
Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but that appears to be something you could add to battle dress, but not to.
No, that's
battle dress has a different thing called chameleon.
Yeah, the battle dress has its own set of modifications. The chameleon Vislight and the others in that are general modifications that can be added to any armor.
Page 21 of the central supply has the one for vac suits and regular armor.
Okay, found it.
Yeah, but there definitely is another camouflage that's specifically for the big ones.
Yep.
For battle dresses.
Correct. That's right. What's the other thing I'm looking up?
And that is, yeah, page 44 has active camouflage. And that is actually far better because that is at any range.
Right.
So it's pretty gross. But it is very pricey. Yeah, 200 grand.
So, the other question, I mean, are you waiting until you get there to make the decision as far as an entry point? Because so there are a couple of entry points, of course, up on there are 3 main entry points. On deck 2, there's large double doors that lead into the dome. There are 2 hatches leading into an enclosed rear portion of the deck. And then there are also 2 lift shafts from deck 1 that go down into the palace. And then last but not least, there is a maintenance hatch on the underside of deck 1.
The maintenance access seemed easiest to me, but I'm not married to that.
Well, that's true. It would probably be easiest, as well as the fact that it's on the underside, and so there won't be a guard there because it's underneath of where he would be standing.
How's this thing doing winds? I mean, when we open that thing, is it just going to be wind gushing in? That's the other thing I worry about. And so the service entrance to me seems like it's less likely to open into an occupied room that would notice that all of a sudden wind is rushing in.
True.
Yeah.
I don't think there'd be. I mean, this thing doesn't move very. When I say that it doesn't move fast, I mean it very it barely moves at all. It's just lazily floating around, like about the speed probably of like a hot air balloon. So I don't know. I mean there of course would be some wind, but it's not going to be, from it jetting all over the place. I'm sure that it's probably capable of better movement, but they just don't do it because that defeats its purpose.
Before we leave the planet that we're on, I'd like to do a search while we still have access to the planetary databases and try and find out if there are any other platforms like this and try and get deck plans, either, if not for this specific one, something similar. Assuming it's not unique and somebody actually churned out more than one of them.
So yeah, this is unique. It was built to the Thearch specifications at the time. There are other, I guess, floating palaces. The most prominent one that would come up in the databases, of course, would be the floating palace of Drenax in the Trojan Reach. That is really the only spectacular thing about that world. The rest of the planet's bombed into nothing. There are probably more than likely other planets that have, some kind of floating platform that usually it is going to be, along the lines of like a high port or something like that. But they're always special built. They're very specific. It's not like they stamp these things out. This is the only one that there is like this.
Okay, but the palace at Drenax is much, much bigger.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'll search for anything specific to this then.
I mean, you get, past recordings of the Thearch Orabid addressing, his weekly sermon. And there are some newsreels of seeing the palace floating overhead, but there's nothing about the interior.
Okay,
Nobody's ever been inside and spoken about it.
All right, we can post our helmet video to YouTube.
Right.
Yes.
Well, the Peeping Spy Bots video.
Oh, even better.
So, is there anything else before you board this freighter, Margel's Freedom?
I guess we don't need to take all our gear with us on the freighter because we're meeting up with our ship, right?
Right. Yes. Yeah. Your ship Ouroboros will be ready for you at the spaceport on Pavabid when you are ready to leave.
Okay.
Do I need to deduct the 1,500 for this or no?
For
the travel cost?
No, that'll
Okay.
be covered. Yeah, the powers that be will cover that. You'll have a full tank of gas when you pick it up.
Right. I'm only going to take stuff that's relevant to the mission if that's vague enough to be useful, but I don't see a need for lethal ranged weaponry. I'll take the monoblade, stuff like that, but I don't think I need ranged weaponry other than a stunner.
Okay.
Well, I do need the
You think there's a
polycarapace.
0% chance that we're going to have to shoot our way out of this, that we aren't going to get caught?
I hope this will be a really low risk mission, but barely having to go into it as people, but we'll see. Yeah, best made plans, right?
How is Takahashi gearing up?
Same with the uniform.
I'm sorry, what?
With the uniform, the local cloth stuff.
Okay. So you're wanting cloth armor, or are you wanting?
No, it's just my cloth armor.
Okay. And did you go for the chameleon Vislight?
Yes.
Okay. Any other gear other than mission specific stuff that you're taking with you?
Nope.
Okay. What about Ronnie?
Well, I'm kind of light on armor.
If you don't,
I have a lot of choice.
if you need some, they can supply you with armor up to tech level 13.
Well, I know that I'm taking the drone control or console and the peeping spy bot.
Okay.
The only weapon I've got is a laser carbine or a wrench. So.
Right. Yes.
So
Yeah.
I guess I'm taking the carbine.
Yeah. I don't know if they're available, but trank gas grenades or stun grenades may not be horrible options.
Yeah, they would be willing to supply you with both of those.
We have access to the normal gear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think with my dexterity, you genuinely want me throwing a fucking thing.
Well, you have to understand it's Blast 9, and this is interior to this spaceship. I imagine Blast 9 is going to cover a lot of rooms.
That's true.
So accuracy may not be as important as just having a respirator if we're talking about a trank gas grenade. The stun grenades may be less useful because if you've got to throw them more than 9 meters to not be in the blast zone, that may not apply to much in this ship.
Right. So maybe I'm misunderstanding what the hell this mission is. If we knock everybody out or we stun anybody, the mission's blown.
So not necessarily. Right. So the one of the things that was brought up is that you should remember that if you have to stun somebody, they're gonna either you're going to have to take them with you or dispose of them in some way, because if they wake up, then the mission will be blown, because they'll of course report that they were stunned. So that is an issue, yeah.
So presumably people fall off this gangway underneath the platform all the time, and it's not suspicious if anybody disappears.
Right? Yeah, just stun them and toss them. Yeah, I mean that.
Maybe I'm overthinking it, but if we stun somebody and we carry them off, it seems to me that is something that's, unless the guy believes in the rapture, it's gonna spoil the message we're trying to get across. He's receiving directly from God.
You'd be surprised at what they believe in.
You open up their diary, you turn to the last page, and you write, "I sure hope I don't sleepwalk tonight."
Right? Yes. Right. Yeah. I mean, the Pavabidian heresy. I mean, the Church of the Stellar Divinity is weird, anyways. I mean, it's not the weirdest religion that I've seen, but in that they believe that each and every star is a god. And the normal religion believes that travel through jump space, if they stare into jump space, that they can receive messages from these gods. The Pavabidian heresy have basically gone off the deep end, kind of thing, and they're basically denounced by the regular church. So, like I said, you'd be surprised. I mean, them believing in the rapture would not be beyond the pale. And I would imagine if you're a guard and you're having to walk on this outside deck plating railing, I imagine there have been some accidents.
I'm expecting the security to be pretty bored too. I mean,
And frankly, if one of them goes completely missing, after the message gets relayed, they'll just assume that that missing guard did it and then took off.
Well,
You know,
yeah, but I mean, yeah.
oh, that's right. The message is supposed to be coming from God or something.
Right.
Right. So we can't do anything to spoil that illusion.
Right. And I mean, a missing guard or 4 is better than a guard that wakes up and says, "Hey, somebody stunned me and we've been invaded," kind of thing. Orabid seems like the type of individual that I mean, if there are guards missing, that's not really going to distract him from having received a message from God. But guards that say we've been invaded and, you know, we've been stunned is going to certainly put into question of whether or not the message was real. But these guys missing and leaving it up in the air as to what really happened probably won't shake his faith much. These guys are loony. I mean, really out there.
hopefully that'll work in our advantage.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there is that. So the other reason, so there was, of course, alternate scenarios that would have been gone over in lieu of sending you in, and really, the only other one that could be that Colas at least would have been able to accomplish what they want, of course, would have been to just do a full invasion. However, that's not really an option because Colas is really wanting, they're banking on becoming a imperial world. They're banking on the Imperium. Right now, District 268 is a district because it's kind of in that hurry up and wait stage before it becomes absorbed into the Imperium. And so, if they were to invade another world, that of course would tank their membership into the Imperium. The Imperium's not going to want Colas if they're at war with another world. And so you guys were a better option for them. And Reidd-Valaasii Corporation, of course, is going to benefit from new iridium mines, and so the corporation was more than happy to loan you out.
Okay.
But I mean, and this, I will say this is this whole mission is fairly well written, because there's a lot of hypocrisy in all of this as well, which, you know, there usually is in religion. And one thing, on the one hand, for instance, Thearch Orabid believes that he is the son of the star. And his most of the followers on the floating palace, of course, believe this as well. And the people on the planet have been kept at, you know, a low, tech level 6 or something like that. And think that this floating palace is floating overhead and is being held aloft by their god. And the hypocrisy comes in that, you know, Orabid believes that he's the son of the god and all of this, but at the same time, he also knows that this is a technological construct. It is not being held aloft by the gods. And they have teams of engineers aboard this thing whose job is to maintain the grav lifters. So they know that it's a technological construction as well. So yeah, there's a lot of hypocrisy. Like I said, as is in just about any religion, but um, this one really, when you look at it, it really stands out. So, this is the deck plans for Margel's Freedom, the freighter that you will be journeying on. Did I? I did not.
While you're doing that, my last question, is there a test mechanism for the holo projector to make sure it has a good signal out and it'll project cleanly if we do wind up hiding it behind a grate or something?
Yeah. So I mean, it basically. No, you don't. Do not want that. Hold on a second. Takahashi, you changed your. No, you didn't. Where did your?
I don't think I did. Sorry if I did.
Your token is completely missing.
I apologize.
No, it's fine. It's just
Just need to find yourself in characters and drag it over.
no, it's that's what I'm doing. It's gone. It's
Oh, the
missing.
character sheet lost it.
Yeah. There we go. So the really the message is saved within the memory of this holographic holographic device, and it's a one-shot pony. That's it. It will as soon as it is activated, it'll be on a timer. It will, when the timer is up, it will project its holographic image and relay its message. And then immediately after that message is done, it fries itself. Like it literally self-destructs and turns itself into a lump of silicone and plastic. And there, to the point where there's no way to determine what the device really was. So,
Okay.
Yeah, you're not going to have to worry about there being signal strength or anything like that, because it will it's all self-contained.
Great. And can it project through a screen or a grate if it has to?
Yeah, it should be able to.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. Any other questions? All right. So it of course takes 1 week of travel to go from Colas to Pavabid. It is 1 parsec, and so you guys can add a week to your study time if you so wish. I don't know if that tipped anybody over that needs to make a roll.
I succeeded, I think.
Yes, you did.
It's an education role, right?
Correct.
Yep, 8 or more.
Yay, I have investigate.
Nice.
Good job.
Yep, investigate is an important one. I mean,
Just in time.
Yeah, I mean it's especially important for computer guys, because investigate is a skill you're going to use for going through all those databases and stuff. There's no, I mean, you can get a +1 to that role with using an agent, for example, but beyond that, there's no software that is going to basically go through all of this data for you. It's the real life equivalent, and I know you've probably met these people. The people that can't find anything by Googling. It's like They have no skill in how to search a search engine, and they come up with nothing and complain that. And you go, well, why didn't you just use Google? Well, I did, and I didn't get any results. And they just have no skill at it. Those people.
I work at a library. We get phone calls from people who do not use computers and are very proud of that.
Oh
Who want
God.
us to Google things for them? Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot me now. So, yeah, you learn to investigate on the week travel to Pavabid, and once you at the end of the week you come out into Pavabid space. And oh, something interesting happened.
I won the lottery.
Oh.
Ed McMahon's been looking for us.
Right. Yes. Something interesting happened. Why?
Do they still do that clearinghouse, publishers clearinghouse thing?
Yep.
Is that what we're winning?
Yeah. Publishers clearing spaceship.
Here we go. So, yep. You encountered something. I would say this is. Now, is that? I'm trying to determine if this is high traffic. Let's see, take a look here. Well, yeah, maybe not. Well, with trucks on right there, yeah, I guess it would be high traffic. So that's a +2. What else? Settled space. So +3 to this roll on the first dice. A 46. Oh, well, it's not all that interesting. You encounter in the system. I mean, there's a number of other ships, of course. Traders that are moving between Trexelon and moving up that main. Over the main goes into Five Sisters, and interestingly enough, even though this system is not on an export route, there is an export courier in system, which is not being on a route. That's pretty odd. In fact, the export route. So if I'll bring you over here and I'll show you how this is odd. The export route, the nearest export route ends at Murtactor. There is no export route traveling through District 268, yet there is an export courier in the system at Pavabid.
Which means there needs to be a tender somewhere, right?
Usually, yeah. Usually there would be there would be an expo tender somewhere. Most likely candidate for where that tender would be Colas. Because expos, I want to say they have like some ridiculous, like J6. Maybe they're not that high. Come on. Express boat. J4. So, interesting. I mean, he could have been Oh, maybe he was down at Motmos, or maybe even all the way down here at Kaldemar, and is making his way back. But yeah, there's a expo in system, which is highly odd. But not odd enough that it's really gonna slow you guys down. And you are loaded onto a launch, and or a launch. Yeah, you're loaded onto a launch, and that is going to be your journey down to the surface. This is the surface of Pavabid.
Aerial. They're not doing an aerial drop of us. We're not.
Yeah, no, you're not being put into to drop pods like the Marines, Helldivers. No, they're taking you down to the surface presently.
For democracy.
Yes, you gotta rescue democracy. The present location of the floating palace is right here. And so the launch is going to essentially what they're going to do is basically fast burn to get as close to the surface as quickly as possible, and then fly below below treetop lines to avoid sensor scans, and drop you off in the wilderness, and then you're on your own using your grav belts for the rest of the way to reach the palace. So, I will. Now, the question is, did you want one of their pilots to pilot the launch, or did you want to pilot the launch? That is up to you.
I mean, it's probably if we're all going to go, it's probably better that one of their pilots drops us off, right?
Right, and I mean he'll be going either way. It's up to you if you want to put your lives into somebody else's hands, so to speak.
You'd better be a better pilot than I am.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Shit you don't want to hear.
Yeah, he would have pilot small craft 3.
Far better than I am.
All right. Yeah, he makes this look easy. You guys are in the cargo hold, and you're basically hanging on for dear life, because the angle, he's just coming in nose down in a accelerated free fall until just above the ground, maybe 100 meters. He starts to brake and brings the nose up and kind of coasts down into a suitable position that's perhaps 10 meters above the ground. Brings you guys in and sets you down, and basically in the back, the light goes from red to green, and the cargo bay doors slide open, allowing you to drop off. He's immediately, as soon as you step out, he is immediately taking off again.
Nice.
Ask this guy if he has a side hustle of selling fuel.
Yes, right. So the original plan, and plans never live up to execution. The original plan, of course, was for you guys to use your grav belt, and you were told to stay below tree line to avoid sensors, and then try to come up from beneath the platform, or the floating palace, to make your entry that way. How you guys want to do this is entirely up to you. Is that still your plan, or how are you going about it?
I think it's a good plan right up to where the floating palace is at. We probably want to stay out of sensor range from the floating palace and send the spy bot in to just get the lay of the land. We also need to find out if the spy bot can actually penetrate the building. I mean, it's really small, but I mean, if they've got airtight seals on everything, that could be problematic.
This isn't really it wouldn't really have airtight seals. It's not designed for space travel, and it's certainly not designed. It can land in the ocean if need be, but it's designed to stay on the world.
Yes, I would think we'd want to stay in the tree line away from the thing and scout it with the get an idea of what we're even facing.
Okay.
I mean, unless other
And
people have different plans, but I mean, to me, that's, travel to it, spy on it, go
Right.
in, seems the most logical.
I'd like to add avoiding overflying population centers on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And I mean, like, what kind of time limit are we on here? I mean, do we need to hurry, or can we take our time flying through the tree line?
so the idea was that this would all take place in the night, and so it's probably, I would guess, 10 p.m. local time there. And you want the mission to be completed, and you at least on your way back to the starport, which is, let me mark the starport. Oh, a square this time. No, we'll go blue. Starport is located right there.
Oh.
So you want to be on your way back to the starport by dawn.
What's the scale here? What's the size of the map? Or more
well,
relevantly, how far is it from
let me
red circle to blue square?
let me throw some hex on here.
Like the Atlantic.
We're going to get good with grav belts.
So theoretically speaking, it's going to be a long ways because that's not what I wanted. Well, I mean, it's close to what I want. I want that. So one hex is 1,000 kilometers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. What's the endurance of the grav belts?
That's exactly what I was just looking up. Where are my grav belts? Grav assist.
Jesus. Now I'm wishing we'd opted for the orbital drop.
So grav belts are capable of medium speed and are good for 12 hours. Medium speed puts you at up to 200 kilometers per hour.
And how far are each of these?
1,000 kilometers.
Oh, sweet Jesus. That's days.
Well, I mean, you can. I mean, so the other thing you were told in the briefing, and I'll bring up that picture again because it actually shows them quite clearly.
I figured they'd put us like on the same continent, type of thing.
There are these two landing pads. One has a helicopter on it that Orbid uses, and the other is open to vehicles that are coming and going to the floating palace.
From what you've said, that's going to be really rare. Yeah, nobody comes on, nobody goes off. It would just be supplies.
It would be supplies, but it's not true that nobody comes on and nobody goes off. Only people that are within the church and that are in the know of the inner circle of the thearch come and go from the palace.
Okay.
Now the average citizen on the ground that this palace is floating over has never seen a grav car.
Okay.
So
where did we get dropped again on the map, please? I'm sorry.
I mean, it's going to take 5 hours per hex.
Yeah.
I mean, we just can't make it there.
Well, where were we dropped? We're not at the starport, right?
Yeah,
I thought we were dropped at the red dot, the red circle.
Yeah, you guys are in the same hex as the current.
Okay.
So I mean, so what I'm saying is that those two landing pads on the floating palace, you've got other vehicular options available to you.
It might be
Okay.
better as an exit strategy than an entry strategy.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying is that
Okay.
that grav belts aren't going to get you all the way back in an adequate amount of time. I mean, you're talking
Or
weeks.
there in an adequate amount of time. So we're gonna have to find some way to get there.
Well, you are there.
We're already there.
You're in the
No,
hex.
I see. So to get back, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody know how to fly a helicopter?
Technically, my
I got
character does.
helicopter.
Okay.
I'm trained in. I mean, I've got a 0 in flyer, but that's enough.
I got a helicopter. I got a 1, I think.
Okay.
Excellent.
I see
Yeah,
one
I'm
in a
0
museum.
for flying.
Dexterity boost too.
Back to what I was looking for. This says
So much for not going deep into the platform.
But how you're not gonna ride? You could ride in a. I personally thought we were we were gonna do a hot touchdown by somebody on one of the pads, and they were gonna leave us,
no,
and then we were gonna.
because that would give you away.
Well, hot touchdown, but that's the only way. I mean, grab belts one at a time up from behind.
Up
I
from the
thought
ground.
I thought they were going to drop us from orbit, and we'd use the grav belts to land a ways away, and then travel through the forest.
You can't.
Grav belt.
You'd have to be wearing battle dress for that, at least.
Well, not necessarily. I mean,
This mission is logistical hell.
The human body can't. That's
Halo
not science fiction.
Halo jumpers are damn near in orbit.
Yeah, that's science fiction.
No, it's not. The military has high altitude, low opening. That's what
Not
Halo
the video
stands
game
for.
Halo. There's actually a term called Halo. It's a type of jump that you do in the military.
Yeah, high altitude, low opening. So these guys will jump. They'll dive from almost orbit, low orbit, and they will open their chutes like at the very last second.
And what portion of the population can do that? You're a highly specialized.
Oh, exactly.
That.
But I mean, you don't need battle dress for it. Battle dress is basically a walking tank.
But
you could do that in combat armor.
That's not what we're doing either way. I mean,
right?
The insertion was handled by that,
and with precision.
Ship's boat.
Right.
Yeah.
So, everybody.
We might be able to coordinate an extraction with him.
Everybody can go ahead and give me. I was gonna say flyer grav, but I don't know that really sounds appropriate for a grav belt.
I mean, it technically is exactly what is listed. I don't, but I'm fine with whatever you decide.
It does. Well, that's just it. It doesn't list anything. So your choice. You can give me either a flyer grav plus. Hold on a second. Look one other place. Yeah, it doesn't say what grav belts you use.
Is there a way we could get a helicopter to get in near it and then grav belt up to it from 100 clicks away?
Well, I mean, you're already there. The launch dropped you off. All you have to do is fly with the grav belt below tree line, and then go up underneath the palace.
So okay. I'm sorry. I thought only drops were made at the starport. That everybody was restricted to the starport on this planet.
Only ships are allowed to land at the starport. These guys, he did a massive combat
down. Okay.
He did a combat drop and dropped you off in the forest and then immediately took off and bolted for orbit.
Okay. That's what I thought.
That's from the skills book, from the core rule book.
No, I've just found it. So yeah, go ahead and give me a flyer grav plus dexterity check. Yeah, those are good.
I rolled average.
You only need a routine 6+ in order to succeed.
Nope. Crash
Oh,
and burn.
no.
You don't want me doing anything fucking related to Dex. I have minus to my roll.
He's got his belt on upside down.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Ronnie now has a grav wedgie.
Having to fly towards the ground upside down.
I'm assuming with that kind of a roll, I pancaked.
No, it's not that bad. You only missed it by 3.
I mean, you didn't fumble. You didn't roll 2 ones.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know that you would be able to crit fail. If somehow you got, a 1 as a result or a 0, that would have counted as a crit fail. So I mean, it would have been highly difficult.
Tree to the face.
What's the altitude for the platform, please?
1 kilometer.
Okay. So the NAS, I think, will start working at half that distance.
That's a good question.
Any way I can use computers to like create a distraction on the platform, or like they think they need to go to a different part of the platform for some reason?
Possibly. Like what kind of distraction are you thinking of?
Like on the platform, they do know that ships come and go, so like just create a scheduled landing or a sudden landing that they weren't expecting or something, so that they go toward that platform and and are waiting for some ship that just doesn't come.
I don't think they get a lot of delivery.
Are there service docks on the bottom of it? Didn't you say it was like a grid work on the bottom of it?
There's a maintenance. There's a maintenance hatch. They said on the bottom of deck 1.
Ding ding.
So, yeah, Ronnie, you kind of are all over the place with your flying. You don't pancake anywhere, but
I went above the flight deck, fucked everything up.
You did go above the flight deck. Wow, and their sensor operator did not see you. So
It was a bird.
Right, yeah. You guys are flying. You get to a reasonable point where you are beneath the floating palace. You can look up. You can see the bottom of it. So Brian, Mintaka, if you want to, so there are some caveats and addendums. What tech level is your computer?
14.
It's 15?
14.
14. Okay, and so I want to say that. Let me look.
Nice. That's good.
So the floating.
And for this mission, I'm bringing the tablet version, not the full computer, because size.
Right. So the floating palace would be is built to tech level 13 specifications. Most the Pavabidian, the inner circle, and like the starport, and the tech enclave or the trade enclave at the starport. Those are all around tech level 13. Everything else on Pavabid is tech level 6. So you would have a +2 because your tech level is higher than that of the palace. However, if you fail, and you would have to get a 14+, you would have a +2 from your tech level. You would have your bonus from whatever intrusion software you're using. But if you fail, it is going to alert the palace that there was.
Then I
there
will
was
not do this unless it's a last resort to like distract them from us.
right, right. Because I mean, it will
That's a
put
good idea.
the palace on alert that somebody is trying to break in to their systems.
Right. At
Can
the
I
same
ask-
time, it is the easiest way to break in is if you could hack their system. So,
Right.
Can I ask what that would look like for you rolling it? I mean, what sort of bonuses do you get towards that 14? What's your computer skill like, and do you have intrusion?
I have intrusion 1. I have intellect software, agent software, decryptor 2. Not that that matters for this, but
Agent would give you another
and
+1.
yeah. So I think the intrusion and the agent both give me one each, and
Okay.
then I get a 1 for intelligence, I think.
And a +2
Can I-
for tech level.
Plus, so it's
Can I-
like 5 pluses on the roll.
I suggest we work on this together. I've got computer 4. It's literally my best skill. I've got intrusion 2, same computer setup I think you have in a neural jack. So I maybe if we work on this together, once we're aboard, we'll have a more favorable role, especially if we can take our time and get a bonus that way, if that's
Task
okay.
chain. Task chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do a task chain to help one another if that's what you want. If you want to make sure that the guards are away from that maintenance hatch.
You
Yeah,
know, we'll see them 500 meters away with a NAS. We'll know before we get there if there's anybody on that platform on the bottom. So I'm content if we don't see anybody. I'm content waiting to try and hack them till we get aboard. But I think we need to hack them.
All right, I'm cool with that because my computer's is 3, and then with the intelligence it goes up to a 4. So with the other stuff, that's like 8 pluses on my end, and then with yours, that makes us a really solid roll.
and with your neural jack, I'll grant you an additional +1 because your input's going to be faster. You can directly plug into your computer, and you're as fast as thought.
Oh,
I think with the
and I
two
would
of
have that
us,
too, right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
So then we would both have that.
Yeah, if you both have neural jacks, then you get a +1 from the neural jack. If you're directly jacked into your computer, then yes.
Good to
I
know.
think we'll do really well on this.
All right.
Okay. So do we see anything from a distance using the scanner?
So the NAS scanner works at 500 meters, and this is deck 1. Let me kind of shrink this down a bit so that I can manage it. This is deck 1. Where is the maintenance hatch? It is. Entry points. Here we go. Undersided deck 1, area 9. This, this little green circle here is the maintenance hatch that opens up into this, this kind of, what is this? It's maintenance and emergency exit is what this room is labeled as. As far as guards go, there is one guard. Your NAS system is registering that there is one guard here. It is also registering. Let me see. Well, your NAS is going to tell probably where everything is. Let me yeah.
This is like a flying saucer. This is one level of it. Is that
Yeah.
what?
Yep,
Okay,
this is
gotcha.
the bottom
Yeah.
level. Yeah, you're
Gotcha.
going to be able
Oh,
to
okay.
see everything on this map with the NAS. Here.
That's why we wanted it.
Yeah.
All of the... There you go. You should now be able to see everybody on deck 1.
A lot of people sharing quarters.
Yep. Yeah, there are some double bunks.
They're special friends.
That's
yeah.
what I was thinking.
And do we have any idea where we need to go to drop this thing off?
You have no idea where his quarters are.
We were. I was.
Yet another
We
reason
were
to
going
hack
to
the
jack into
computer.
the service. unit.
Absolutely.
This thing has 4 decks. This palace has 4 decks.
The good news then is it doesn't sound like there's anybody on the catwalks underneath it. So I suggest that maintenance access. Unless somebody likes something else.
So did you want to take the risk and do the hack, or are you going to hold off on doing that for now?
If there's nobody there to observe, I don't see a reason to hack until we get aboard.
I mean, other than the moment we open the door, it sets off a sensor or some type of tripwire alert. That would be.
Yeah, we should
Can we check
definitely
the door
check.
for sensors? Yeah, I mean, we could do
Yeah,
that, right?
definitely check it.
Well, I'm just saying, if we hack it ahead of time, we can just have it open for us, and we don't have to. And make sure it doesn't set off any alarms.
Okay.
I mean, we need to
And
get
we-
what, a 14 on the hack?
Yep. And if I recall, it takes quite a while to do.
So flying up to to beneath this palace, you see that there is a metal safety grid that is basically there for workers to service the null gravity modules. And there are gaps in the grid that are large enough for a person to pass through. And you see that there is this hatch at the bottom, and it is labeled maintenance or emergency only.
Okay, so that probably is alarm.
Okay, then let's set up the hack. Let's get up there, get next to it, and let's get ourselves going.
So from the outside, you will need to make a difficult mechanic check to get this thing open. Alternatively, somebody could hack the lock rather than brute force it with muscle.
All right, so
Brute
just to
force it.
confirm all my pluses are accurate before I go and do this hack.
Well, I mean, somebody's got an auto hack too, so.
Yeah, we have auto hacks.
But the auto hack, I don't think can hit 14, right? I mean, it's.
Well, this would be. I mean, the auto hack that he's got, if it gets an 8+, then the lock would open.
Right, but if there's an alarm or a trigger or anything, that would turn off. That would go off, right? Because that's just picking the lock on the door, basically.
I mean, maybe.
I don't like maybe.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking if you hack their entire ship and take control of their ship, you can open doors. You can make sure alarms don't go off. We can find out.
All right, so let me just
exactly where
confirm my numbers right now. Let's just see what the numbers are before we do the hacks. I just want to make sure I have them all right. Okay, so I've got computers 3 plus my intellect, which takes it to a. Then I've got the +2 for the tech difference. So that puts me up at 6.
Yep.
Then I have the intrusion software, which gives me another 1. I have the agent, which gives me another 1. I don't know if intellect software would help here.
No.
Okay.
Actually,
And then the neural check.
if you had a high enough computer expert, electronics computer expert, you'd need a level 4, I believe, to give you the +1 against a DC 14. But that would be another, if you could come up with a computer expert to help.
Yeah, that would be an expert soft.
But having another person help make that difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get the 2 for the tech level, another 1 for the intrusion, a 1 for the agent, and then you said I get another 1 for having the neural jack.
Correct.
So that gives me 9 pluses on my roll to start.
And
The rule.
I have 11.
You have 11 on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's smarter.
No,
Well,
I-
he's got a better
he's got
intellect.
a level 4 and like in it.
What
yeah,
software do
in
you have,
terms
man? I need to
of-
get your software shit.
I'm happy to share. We can pirate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my character, that's pretty much all I'm good at is computers, and you're better than me. This is stupid.
It's literally the best thing my character's good at. Yeah, I'm, like you said, tech +2, neural jack +1, agent +1, computer 4, intrusion 2, education 1, or intellect 1 if we use that instead.
Yeah.
So I think between the two of us, we'll be able to make mincemeat of this computer system. We
Alright,
just need to
let's
find a
open.
place to plug in. And to that point, looking at this, there's a guard right there in the hallway outside this storage room we're talking about going into. Do we want to look at the other entrances and see if they're better? Maybe something with a computer port, someplace where we can actually hack from, or are we happy with this?
I agree with you. I don't think we should go into that entrance if we're going to have to deal with a security guard. I mean, that would pretty much defeat the whole purpose. We basically
Yeah.
want to lure him away. Maybe we can figure out how to lure him away once we've taken control of the computer.
So let's see here.
Can we remotely take control of the computer at all? I mean, do we need a jack?
Yeah, you would need a jack unless you want to try to hack their broadcast tower, but the broadcast tower is probably not going to be connected to their entire computer network. I don't think they're that dumb. I mean, they might be that dumb, but
Maybe the designers weren't.
is there nobody here?
Right, like they might be, but the people that made this whole thing in the first
No,
place
there it
probably
is.
thought that through.
Okay, so zoom back out here. So this is deck 2. That you're not. Come on, work with me. God damn. And these are where the guards are. So here, this was one of the first locations that was brought up for an entrance point. These double doors, these are the 2 landing pads.
Okay.
And these double doors here are one suggestion for entering in. It'll put you into the large dome. In addition to that, there are these 2 hatches here and here that are lifts that descend to deck 1. Or lift shafts from deck 1 that surface on deck 3. So these will go up all the way up to deck 3. Another location. Wait a minute, hold on. No, these were the second 40. Yeah, these are the second entrance point. They go down to deck 1 and surface on deck 3, and then there is the maintenance hatch.
Okay.
So it's up to you where you want to enter.
That looks awfully exposed.
Oh yeah.
Because that's open air there with no place to hide, right?
Yep. Now, of course, this is an interior space here, but all of this out here is that's exterior.
I like that even less, actually.
Yeah.
So, looking at these other ones, there is no. There's no access points anywhere else.
Oh, entry points. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yep. No, decks 3 and 4, there are no external entry points.
Okay.
So are you
Um,
guys deciding to go with the maintenance hatch?
are there any terminals? There might be a terminal at a landing pad. Is there a terminal that's worth the risk?
Let's see.
Because we've got the camo, and that's more than 5 meters.
Most of this is an office. This is a library.
Sorry, I don't see your marks.
Oh, sorry. Bring you down. So this is an office. This is an office. This is a library. This is just a reception hall.
Okay. But I meant out at the landing pads. Is there a terminal that we could use as a hacking entry point?
No.
Okay. I don't see any point in going here because to get in, you'd either have to go through the hatches. Well, where do the hatches go?
You mean these lifts up here?
Yeah, the ones at the top.
So they go down to deck 1 or up to deck 3.
Okay. Can we see what's on the other side of those hatches, please?
On deck 3, let me.
Oh, this looks like what we're looking for. This looks like fancy guy. This is where your the boss is gonna be here.
You should just call him Kent. Because he's going to hear from God.
Your NAS is picking up these signals.
It's got dogs. I wish I've got those grenades.
I took some.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to take out a guard.
I mean, I don't think there was any version of this where at least one guard didn't get taken out.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out if there was a way to hack it without actually breaking into it.
Those lifts couldn't possibly. It says that they surface on deck 3. That's impossible because all of this is fuel.
That's a good place to hide.
They would have to let you lift lift you up to here. Yeah, no, that's a mistake. They don't those lifts only go down to deck 1, and then this.
Is there I mean, is this possibly where the lifts is right here?
No, that is the dome. Hold on, let me.
It's got an airlock.
They may have like a greenhouse in the
Yeah,
dome or something.
those lifts go. Okay, here's where those lifts go down to. Right here.
Oof.
Oh, well, that's not good either.
And this is the bridge.
Greased.
Well, that makes sense, right? You know how if you're gonna. Yeah, we're at the point now where it's like I'm almost thinking we need to burn our way through the roof.
I knew we should have brought a laser drill.
Welded it back to shut after we're gone. All right. Well, this is looking bad. So it looks like we're gonna have to basically walk through up to get up the stairs. We'd have to basically go right in front of the bridge.
So this lift here. Sorry. These two lifts down here would then go here.
Oh, okay.
And
okay,
then
cool.
There is, I believe they continue on. Hold on.
One does.
One of them does. One of them goes up to deck 3 here.
All right, so we don't have to take the lift in front of the bridge to get there.
No.
I thought you were.
No.
Oh, okay.
Those lifts only go from the landing pads back down to deck 1. And then that single lift, stops on deck 4.
Okay.
So we need to get to deck 4. Or is this deck 4 we're looking at now, or is this 3?
This is deck 4.
All right, so let's go to 3 where this lift connects to, because we're going to have to get in that way.
I might as well just get these guys with your NAS. You can see where everybody's at.
Thank you.
So yeah, I mean, if you use the maintenance hatch, you know that there is a guard on duty up here at the bridge access. And
is the dome transparent? Can you see across to the other side here, or is it not transparent?
It is not. From the outside, it appears like it's like a mirror coat over like sunglass lenses, but it's like a gold mirror flash.
Yeah, I was just trying to determine, like, if we came out in the hallway here, would we be in a line of sight with the guard up here? You know, if he can see through the dome, he can see through the dome. But that was why I was curious.
No. And I mean, this dome is rather enormous.
So it looks like if we can get in there and then make it to this elevator right here, down here. And we're going to have control the computer probably to use the elevators, right?
Yeah, but if we get control of the computers, we might not even need to go anywhere. I mean, that looks like a ventilation system there behind where it says 40. And in fact, 40 looks like another lift, I wonder. But if that's an air handler, that's a good entry point maybe for our droid. The less walking around we do here, I think, the better for us.
Yeah. That PB Spy bot is amazing, but it really moves slowly.
Okay.
So the less...
Let me take a look at something else.
It's got a speed of, I think, 5 meters. So it moves slower than a person walks.
So there are another pair of lifts here that go to deck 2. These
40.
2 that are marked 40 are lifts that go up to deck 2. Right here. And I don't think... Oh, they do. Those do go up to deck 3.
Okay. That would be ideal.
So yeah, they would pop you out here or here.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Minimal guards.
Yeah, exactly.
They go all the way up to
What's
they do
a
go up to,
Waru?
and they do go up to 4.
Just out of curiosity, what's a Waru?
It is. Let's see here.
Did not like.
Yeah, it might actually be in here.
Gonna need pepper bombs or something like that, though.
At least they're not going to tell anybody if they get stunned, I hope.
This is a Waru.
Okay.
Alien guard dog. Got it.
And not intelligent enough to talk, so I definitely think stunning that might be fun. How many do we see of those?
There's a trainer on board. They are on deck 3, I believe. Yeah, he's got 3 of them in his stateroom kennels.
He's in there with them. Okay, I didn't see that before. So one of the things I think I'd really like to do if we can get control of the computer is lock some of these doors, like that one especially. Okay.
I'm hesitant to just like lock things outright, only because then they'd be like, "Why is this locked? What's going on here? Oh, we can't get in. Oh crap, systems breached."
Well, one of the things I'm hoping to do is when we have control of the computers is to look at the sort of errors they've had to this point, and maybe malfunctions are regular on a probably poorly maintained system based on these guys being religious fanatics, and it's 2-something centuries old, right?
Yeah, I want to say it was built. It was ordered for construction like 894, and it's like 1105 ish now.
Okay. So
once we're inside, we'll have a better idea of how to mess with these doors.
Yeah.
Too.
Okay.
So really, we just got to get this hatch open first. That's what we're at here. Is get this hatch open, and then we can do the rest.
Sure.
Okay.
You want to work on that together, or is this auto hack, or how do you want to do that?
I got a question.
Shoot.
So, my peeping spy bot does have a wireless data link, which is separate from the drone interface. Theoretically, could we fly this thing into the building and then have it connect to a computer using the wireless data link and let these guys hack through that?
That's a good question. Let me.
I love that plan.
Page 36. Well,
Me too. Love that plan.
I've been scratching my head figuring out how do I get this tiny little fucker to be useful, since you guys can see through goddamn walls.
I hope we all can. I hope I'm able to share, or whoever's operating the NAS is able to share the video.
I would think so. I mean, it's a small backpack.
High-speed secure communications to a local data network, such as within a building or a ship.
I think that's like what it's recording, though.
So the wireless data link can transmit and receive data at 10 times the rate of a comparable transceiver of the same tech level. To transfer new or upgraded skill packages, a robot requires either a wireless data link connection or to be connected directly to the issuing data system.
That sounds promising.
Includes an inherent
freaking with a PH. That's what it's actually called.
Yeah, it's got a security 0 package and encryption capable of secure communications protocols for up to the robot's tech level. So, I mean, yeah, you could theoretically use the wireless data link on the peeping spy bot to establish a network connection.
But it bumps our tech bonus to -1 from +2, right?
Let me go back to the Peeping Spybot.
I mean, that's a good trade-off, in my opinion.
Field 12, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you would be bumped
But
down
only for the
one.
first hack. Once we get in, we can then connect to one of the ports and get a proper hack.
Why would it go down?
Because the robot,
Because of the
robot's
tech
tech
level.
level 12.
Ah. I
So
have
it would be at -1.
I'm confident in your abilities to overcome a mere -1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shall we tend to the door lock first and get the spybot in there?
So looking at the
This
auto
thing is
hack.
fucking small. Is there an air intake?
Yeah, he'd already said that the spybot could get in without problems.
Yeah, that's not going to be an issue. So the auto hack. Let's see here.
Yeah, I was worried that it might be sealed doors, but
Yeah.
Here says. So the auto hack you can only make the attempt once, and it's either going to work or it's not. And it takes 1d times 10 seconds, and it would be a roll of 2d on an 8+. The auto hack would connect and hack, unlock it, or whatever.
I think we're both better than that.
the
It's
big
not
advantage is
2d6
it's usually speed.
with the
Yeah.
auto hack, right?
With the auto hack, it's 2d6. And if
You want to do that?
on an 8, it's up to you guys. However you want to try and get this maintenance hatch open. On an auto hack, you get one shot at it, and it's 2d6. On an 8+, it would hack. It would just brute force the passcode and unlock it. These guys with Mintaka and Salve, with all of their kit and skills, have a much higher chance.
How long does it
Yeah,
take
do
them
it.
to hack it, though? That's the difference, usually. The auto hack's real advantage is that it's almost instant.
Right, 1d
Right.
times
And it
10
can be
seconds.
used by anybody.
Yeah.
It can be used by anybody as
yeah,
well.
those are the two reasons that it's usually in. But yeah, so I don't know how long it takes them to hack it.
Yeah, the
Are we
auto
in a
hack.
hurry?
The auto hack is designed for crayon-eating Marines that when they need to open a door, they just have this, in a belt pouch that they just pull it out. They don't have to think about it. They just hit the button and let it do its thing.
In case door looks like it'll hurt your foot.
Right.
Are we in a hurry, though? I don't know that we
Right.
are.
No.
Okay. Can you think of a way, Brian, that we can task chain this at all? We should probably look for an alarm.
I think it's like a thing where like it's gonna take us some time to do it. So like with both of us together, our eyes and our hack and our links in it, we'll be able to kind of like tag team.
I'll investigate for an alarm.
Thank you.
So why don't I start the task chain by investigating for an alarm?
Okay. That
That could get tripped.
Okay.
13.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so
I love that.
That's my skill is investigate.
So
that's a good one.
Your investigation, you're kind of looking around this hatch, and it is there on the outside. Of course, you can see that there is a basically a computerized mag lock on it, and you kind of trace the connections to this mag lock, and it's not really you don't think an alarm would go off, but if the hack goes poorly, it would alert the bridge that the hatch is open.
Okay.
Or the hatch, or there's an attempt to hack the lock on the hatch.
Is it super windy up here today? I mean, so when we open that door, is it just gonna be this massive gust of wind that blows
I
it?
wouldn't
That's
say
the other.
it's cold up here, but this thing is moving. This platform is moving so slowly across the
Sure.
countryside that there's just not much wind.
Okay.
There's a slight breeze.
Okay. I'm happy with that. Brian, you want to take the first roll, or should I? In the task chain.
I mean, I suggested it, so I'll go for the first roll. Let's
Okay.
hope I don't completely fuck it up right out the gate.
Go for it.
No.
Let me.
And then you might have a bonus carried forward from my roll. I don't know if that's true or not, but
Yeah, I would say that will grant a +1 for this task because it is. He's aware that there is a trip that will go to the bridge, and this will allow him a way of avoiding that.
I opened up my med kit. I started loading a syringe and looking at him while I do this.
Okay. Okay.
First roll was a 15.
Okay. So that will grant Salve a plus. Hold on. I have something for that.
yeah, I can't remember where I don't remember
There
where
it
the
is.
brakes are.
It looks like a lot.
So that'll grant Salve a +1.
Okay, thank you. So my bonus is +12 then. Here's a roll.
Oops.
+12.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, +11, because the +12 included my education or intel.
Okay, so you're +11 to the 13.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are able to hack this. It takes you. Yep, that's where. That is where the issue lies. Usually with time. I'm going to say that because this.
It usually takes so long to hack that you can't do extra time on it ever.
Yeah, it's like it's 1D times 10 hours, but you're not hacking the entire system. You're only hacking this door lock. So it took Remo about 3 minutes to trace where the connection was, that there was likely a trigger. It took about 4 minutes for Mintaka to basically crack the firewall, and it took Salve 6 minutes to brute force the passcode and unlock the door. And it just completely bypassed the trigger for the bridge, and the doors open. You are in the maintenance room. In this room are basically storage. There's a bunch of crates in here with spares and parts that would be used in maintaining the null grav generators. And there is a door here. What would you guys like to do?
No computer terminal in here, unfortunately, right?
No, it's just a storage closet.
How does this door open? Does it slide into the wall? Is it open inward? Does it have a doorknob?
It slides into the wall. It's a Star Trek door.
Yeah, and is there like a control panel for it?
Yes. Yeah, it's just there's not even a lock on this particular door. It's red light, green light. You press green light and the door opens.
All right. So that means hypothetically, if we take control of the computers, we can lock down all the doors in this place.
So these
We just-
doors, the orange colored doors, those are lockable.
Okay.
We think mechanical lock or electronic that is connected.
It would be electronic. I mean, essentially, the idea of locking the doors in here would just be the computer saying, "Okay, I'm not going to open the door."
I'd say we try to sneak down to this room here and get in and get access to that computer.
What is that room?
Looks like big batteries or capacitors
Server room or
or
something?
engines.
You will know. That's something your NAS won't tell you.
Then yeah, I say we get there quick.
Yeah, we
Just
know
watch
that
out for
there's
that guard
we
at the
know
top of
there's
the
a
hall.
person we know there's a person in this room, so we want to be quiet as we basically sneak down the hall and then get into this room quickly.
All right.
So, yeah.
Who is taking point on that? Are you
I'll
all
take-
going? like are you just moving down like revelers going out looking at Christmas lights, or are you stealthily sending somebody down there too?
Well, activating my camo, and then basically at this point, let's send the peeping spy bot to scout to make sure it's looks safe.
Sure. Okay. So Ronnie, go ahead and give me a electronics remote ops plus.
Am I with them? Because this, I don't know if you've seen the fucking picture of this drone interface. It's
Yeah.
not small.
No, well, yeah.
All right, so what, you want me to use what on it?
Hold on here, I'll tell you. Page 221. Oh my god. Whatever, Adobe. Faster to just go. There it is. What the fuck? I really wish Adobe would stop updating things. There we go. So the drone control interface is described in the vehicle handbook.
But not in robots.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it says it's
robots.
it's identical to the one in the vehicle handbook,
Oh, gotcha.
which it says, because back in the old days, most of the drones were actually in the vehicle's handbook.
Let's see.
And I'm not seeing it in the.
I'm looking at the robots one, and there's no size on it. There's no slots on the bitch.
There it is.
It's the drone interface, or
Yeah, drone control interface. And it only shows up one time in here, and it doesn't give me a picture or.
I know I've seen one. I swear to God I've seen one. Hold on.
Yeah, there's no picture of it.
The picture I saw, it looked like an iPad with giant fucking handles on either side.
yeah, 'cause it doesn't even list the weight for it. You'd think they'd have a kilograms. Most things that you can buy equipment wise.
Yeah,
weight.
I mean, we all know what a drone control interface looks like. We have drones now, so yeah, I mean it's going to be it's going to be an iPad probably with some decent handles on it so you don't drop the damn thing. mean, honestly, in the modern world, you can use your cell phone to control a drone in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
So Ronnie would need to give me. That's what I was looking at. Here we go. Electronics remote. Give me a electronics remote ops plus dex check.
All right, I think we're looking up. What I'm thinking of is a picture of a drone control console.
Oh yeah, no, that
Page
would be
119.
yeah, that would be quite a bit larger than you would need for a control interface.
This is an integrated console that allows a travel control drone, and advanced one is 0.5 kilogram. But it does
Yeah, I
have
think.
a
Oh, it
bunch
does
of-
have it there. Okay, cool.
Like if I want a primitive one, it'd be 10 kilograms. But
The ones I was reading, it kind of seemed like they were designed just to be stuck in a robot rather than something a human would wear.
Right. So maybe I don't. I've got the drone control console. I probably wrote it down wrong. Okay. Anyway, you want me to use a remote ops? What now? Where the hell did my
electronics?
I swear to God, I've got a cursor somewhere on this thing.
It would be electronics remote ops plus dex.
Dex, you're killing me.
Yeah, it's why it's a bad option if you just have a wire. If you just have the wired skill wires. Wire software, it will only use it or education, so you can't use remote controls much.
Right.
Yeah, I totally didn't understand anything you just said, Will.
So
what?
So if you're using a wafer jack, you can only use intellect or education skill softs. In order to use physical abilities, you have to have a neural jack because it connects through a neural link to your nervous system.
Yeah, so for electronics, it's like the least helpful wafer. It's the least helpful one.
I'm fucked now because now I'm using education, which is using Dex, which is -2 rather than education.
Well, it's not a complete and total failure. It's only an average failure, because it was only a routine 6+ check.
Yeah, I didn't realize your Dex was that bad. I would have mentioned at the beginning that if your whole concept is drone operator, Dex is going to be pretty important.
Yeah, you're going to want to get a neural jack. That's what you're going to want to do. That's or go under the knife for Dex augment. That's of course an option as well.
Yeah.
No, not to retro game, but he would have known that when everybody else was getting neural jacks. Can we go back and get one for him? Because I mean, he's been working on this for literally months, at least in game time.
That is true. I mean,
downside of being a noob, man, you fucking learn.
Luck roll.
So
flashback.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
I'll just buy one next time. It's fine. We don't have to roll back.
So, well, just looking at it though, I mean, what's your electronics remote ops skill currently at?
1.
Okay, so a neural jack could potentially help you, but it's not going to do anything for your dexterity.
No.
There are augmentations that you could get. I'm looking.
So then I fucked it up because I genuinely thought this was an education intellect build, which is why, because you're doing it remotely as opposed to doing it yourself.
But
so
you're flying it or controlling it, so it would be a dex check. But hold on. God damn it, you guys. Mongoose. Not you guys. book layout. There we go.
Okay, he's bad at his job. It's fine. I'll figure it out later.
Here we go. So dexterity augmentation. Oof, that's spendy. So to get a +1 is 500,000 credits. A +2 is 1 mega credit, and a +3 is 5 mega credits.
Yeah, like I say, it really was something that at the character if the character concept at the very beginning, character creation, that's when it's focusing on the fact that Dex is actually pretty important.
Yep.
It's like saying I want to be able to pilot, and then you forget to put any points in Dex, and every time you have to make a piloting check, it's Dex based.
Right.
So that's all.
I just thought I could be whatever I wanted.
Well, you can. You definitely can.
You can do that.
Three kids will win
Your character does not need to be the best at their core concept. It's
right. So you pilot this drone. It clanks into the wall. Hold on here. Let me find this guy. So 2 of them are going to get to. Well, we need to see if this guy wakes up. There he is. Palace Guard. Oof. A Palace Guard that doesn't have recon. All right.
That is by far the best kind.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, he didn't hear shit. And this guy, the engineer, also does not have. No. So your bouncing into the wall did not wake up the engineer that's sleeping in room 10, and the palace guard up there is evidently a nose picker, and he has no clue. He probably doesn't even know what his job is. But the spy bot, clanks its way down the walls and makes it to in front of this door. And you can clearly see on your control console that this room, what's this door say? The door is labeled Starboard Power Plant.
That sounds like the kind of place where there might be a computer.
Indeed.
for sure.
So, Remo, you said you were going to take point. Are you running down there, or how are we going about this?
I'll go last to guard our exit in case something goes bad.
Okay. Remo, are you being stealthy about this, or how are you going about this?
Yeah, I'm trying to be stealthy about it. I may fail to be stealthy about it, but I'm going to try. And I am going to activate the camo on my suit, although it's not going to work for anybody over 20 meters, but it might help a little bit.
Well, if you wanted to, you could upgrade that. You could have upgraded that to the Vislight.
No, there was no. I couldn't afford the Vislight.
No, they were giving it.
We gave us one.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, if they're upgrading it to Vislight, sure. So yeah, so that at least works for up to 5 meters.
Yeah.
So that'll help. Yeah.
Yep.
So
you can make a stealth plus dex check, and you get a +4 for that.
Well, I mean that's for visual, right? I mean, I'm probably worried more about people hearing me.
True.
I don't know that the suit helps with that. So this is without the bonus of +4. That's just raw.
You stealthily make your way down there. Is anybody following Remo?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably need to be there too.
Stealth Dex.
Stealth plus Dex, and you get a +4. Oh yeah,
Oh, +4.
yeah, you easily aced it.
Okay.
And Salve, you're going as well.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me a Stealth plus Dex check.
Looking. I have to admit, one of the things that really bothers me about the character sheet is that you can't sort.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that bother me about these character sheets. I really, for the love of God, Mongoose, please take a hand in this and put your actual character sheet, because they did that with Paranoia. Like, you look at the Paranoia character sheet on Roll20, and it is exactly the same as the printed out character sheet. So everything is where it's supposed to be, and it's a lot easier to deal with. But
That would be great.
yeah, that would be fucking awesome, man. Yeah, you stealth your way down. Ronnie is still in the room. He's controlling the drone. What is Mintaka doing?
I don't have stealth, but I'm willing to try.
Okay. Don't forget, you get to add a +4. So if you don't have stealth, that means you're not at a -3. You're at a +1.
Here we go. And it's stealth plus Dex, was it?
Yes. He rolls the dice and his Windows crashes.
Yeah, I've been boot looping.
Have you?
Yeah, I've got a new computer coming.
Oh, fuck me. Man, that's
Oh,
Wow.
I rolled one.
Snake Eyes +2.
he rolled Snake Eyes +2. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Nope. Close, but no cigar. So even, with Mintaka galumphing his way down the hall, Takahashi, are you staying with Ronnie or are you backing them up?
I'm staying with Ronnie.
Okay. So
I'm guarding the exit.
this door, of course, is locked.
This might be a time for an auto hack because we need
That's
to get
what
there
I'm
quickly.
thinking. In case these guards decide to patrol or something.
What was the auto hack? Just 2 dice?
Yep, just roll
2 dice
2d.
6?
Yep, roll 2d6, and you need an 8 or better. If it fails,
You might have-
and it failed. So
Cool.
it was not able to unlock the door, but that only took 30 seconds.
Okay.
So, I mean, that doesn't that doesn't mean much. So there are 2 options here. The first is to hack the door. The way you hacked the hatch. The other option is to use good old muscle ingenuity and essentially pick the lock with a mechanic plus strength check.
How long will the hack take?
I would say it'll take 1d times 10 minutes.
Oh, that's an awfully long time to be standing out here.
I would only be at a +1 with the mechanic because my strength is a -1.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Okay.
I'm
Isn't that dexterity? Mechanic dexterity for lock?
not if you're hacking this is brute forcing the
That's-
door.
Yeah, you're basically
but that-
forcing the door open.
All right. Shall I roll for the?
It's an electronic lock. It has to either be hacked or it has to be forced open. It's a lockpick's not going to do it.
I'll hack.
Okay.
Well, that was a question to the team.
I don't know. Is somebody strong and skilled at mechanics? Because that would be a very fast solution.
Yeah, because I mean
And-
that would literally take seconds.
I'm strength 5 and I'm untrained in mechanics, so I'm clearly not going to be the guy that does it.
I got a
I'm
plus
not the
2
guy.
in mechanics.
Oh,
I got a rolling with a plus 2 on mechanics. Well, that's
What's your
dexterity.
strength?
Sorry.
What's your strength?
It's actually so it's a plus 2. It's the same thing.
Go for it.
So yeah.
Go for it.
So you would have a +4 to that? Yeah.
No, plus 2.
Oh, okay.
Plus 2 to 2d6.
Yeah, crowbar,
nice.
another plus
Oh,
2 on top
yeah.
of
There you go.
Yeah, he's got the solution. So this whole thing took you 10 seconds, and Gully has forced the door back into the wall recess, and it is not noticed. But everybody can make a recon plus intellect check.
Everyone up there or everyone?
Well, yeah, Mintaka, Salve, Gully, and Rima. It looks like you all got it. So as soon as he forces the door open, you can see that so there's a red light showing that the door is locked. There's a green light that would mean that it was unlocked and you could thumbstud the door open, but the red light was on. And when he forced the door open, it is flashing, alternating between the red and the green, back and forth.
get the door closed quickly.
I mean, yeah. Are you guys?
Get in and
Yeah.
close it.
Go
Yeah.
in and close the door.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and move into the room, and you can move wherever you would like to be.
Yeah. Oops. What just moved?
There
There you go.
Yeah, I just moved you in. So
Yeah.
you shut the door, but the light is still alternating, flashing back and forth. Salve and Mintaka, when you get over to this computer console, you can see that there has been an alert sent to the bridge, but apparently it has not been received or checked yet. This room is starboard power plant. There are main controls, which is where Salve and Mintaka are at the forward half of the room. There are let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 power plants in here. The computers show that if one of the I'm sorry. I guess there's 2 power plants in here. These are conjoined twins, evidently. If one of the 2 power plants is shut down, all non-essential functions aboard the ship will shut off. Lights will be kept on dim, and all of the remaining power will be used to slowly bring the palace down to ground level, where the hydraulic support legs will descend and allow it to land.
Let's not do that.
That would be bad.
I'm going to check the door with electronics. I'm looking to see if there's maybe a contact that's not, connecting.
You reset it.
Since he broke it in, he broke the pushed the door open. Maybe.
Now, in this case, I would allow you to make a mechanic plus intellect.
Yeah, I'm not trained in mechanics, so I was hoping electronics would show me a broken circuit.
Yeah, I'd allow you to make an electronics computer plus either your choice, either intellect or education.
Sure. $10.
So, yes, essentially, I mean, it's not that there is something that's broken. It is basically a fail-safe circuit that is designed that if the door is forced, this fail-safe circuit basically sends this alert.
Right, but I mean, but it's not a situation where a contact is just not making contact. Okay, that's really all I was checking. I was going to see if I needed to make the contact back, that would possibly satisfy the trigger. That was all I was checking.
Reset it.
If there's an opportunity to reset it, I don't know.
You could attempt.
I think you guys need to take over the computer, but I mean, if there's a If there's an option for me to reset this door circuit, I'd love to try that.
Yeah, essentially it's just going to be electronics, computers, plus intellect or education, and I would grant you a +1 because you already identified it. There you go.
So it'd be
So
an 11. One more on top of that.
So yeah, you basically hotwire this thing so that the tripped circuit basically resets.
Okay. Yeah, because they're gonna need some time to hack that computer, so I don't want that alarm to be off the whole time.
So yeah, Salve and Mintaka, you are connected to, or you are at the starboard power plant control room interface computer.
Are there interfaces we can both connect to?
Yeah, there would be multiple ports.
Okay. So what part of this do you want to handle?
I'm not entirely sure. Like, what is our next step now that we're at the place where we can hack it? Like, what's the next step for us? Because
So
do you want to like turn off elevator sensors or something so that people don't realize the elevators are going?
So your first stage, because this terminal is essentially its main purpose in life is for controlling the starboard power plant. However, it is, of course, is connected to the entire network, data net of this floating palace. So your first stage hack is going to be to get through its firewall into the power plant subsystems, and then the second half of that is to get through the firewall into the network.
but we can do things concurrently.
Do we have like altered vision because of all the heads-up display? Like, can we kill the lights and then we have like light maxing vision?
Yeah,
that was one of the things they gave us.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got light enhancement.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay. We could kill the lights for one thing, so we could sneak around some better.
Yeah, we can shut down the security system so it's not recording. We can remove the footage of us traveling to this room. We can lock down all the lockable doors. We can lock down the elevator so that only the elevator we need to take is the one we take. And then we can see if we can try to lock the rooms with like the dogs in it. That would be really nice to lock that door.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's start with a hack on this computer to get basic access.
Go for it. Holy shit. Yeah. So Salve cracks into this system. It takes him an hour.
That's way too long for that alert to be gone off.
No, the alert. The alerts.
I shut.
Yeah, he disabled the alert.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I missed that.
And it wasn't noticed.
An hour is amazing.
Computer hacking is ridiculous. Takes ridiculous. The DCs are so high that you're never going to say I want to do it in less time. You know. So I'll take the +2 penalty because you're already looking at a DC of 14. So yeah, it's hacking's always rough.
Yep. So you hack in, and man, you blew that away. Brian, if you want to try to hack in from getting from the power plant subsystem into the main data net, you would have an additional +3 to that roll because of Salve's monstrous success.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
I mean, his pluses are so much better than mine. I'm like, why am I even trying? Shit, but I'll try.
Because we can do things concurrently. I'm busy with this for an hour.
Right.
So.
$14, perfect. So. Okay, so.
And that was with some of the pluses not added. They like didn't add them in.
So inside of this hour, the two of you have gained access in an hour to the main data net of this entire palace. What's your first thing that you're going to do?
I don't think any alarms are going to go off until we decide they do.
Okay.
But I want to get access to log files, see what sort of errors they've been having. With the neural jack, I should be able to process those pretty quickly.
Yes.
And see what sort of standard malfunctions they have. If we do have to cause a distraction, what'll seem normal.
Okay. You can make an investigate plus intellect check.
Who's got possession of the hologram thing?
That's a very good. Oh shit! We left it. We left it on the ship.
But what?
I don't know who's got it.
I'm assuming one of you has it. I wouldn't be so cruel. Oh crap! We left it in the taxi.
Since we were planning on placing it with the droid, it would make sense for the remote operator to have it.
That's probably a good idea.
I didn't think we had a droid that was suitable for it.
Yeah, we got that little utility droid thing.
Yeah, the monkey droid.
Oh, that's right.
So Salve is scanning through report files. Oof. Oof.
So many errors. I don't know what's significant.
Yeah, you're getting flooded with reports, and you're just not able to really pick anything out cleanly.
Can I do a check as well? I mean, like, we could both check and see which one of us finds something useful, right?
Yeah, you can make an investigate plus intellect check. If you're using an agent, you can get a +1 to that. I mean, the +1 wouldn't have saved Salve, but
No.
I mean, once you guys have hacked it, maybe you want me to do the investigate.
Twice already. This is
you
bullshit.
both got double ones. Holy crap!
Yeah, a lot of ones.
Because
I rolled 1 twice as well. So that's
I've got a plus.
You know what?
I've got a +4 on this skill. So I mean, if once we're in, I mean yeah.
Rolling snake eyes here way better than on the hack roll.
That's true. That's true.
I'll take that.
So, I mean, but even if you rolled snake eyes with the hack roll, if you've got a +12, that you're still hitting a 14. So,
+11. +11.
Okay, so a 13. Which still isn't. I mean, it would have failed, but I mean that it wouldn't have failed too dramatically. So you're not able to find any kind of consistency in any of the reports.
Okay.
What's your next move here?
So again, lock down all the doors, lock down the elevator that doesn't go, all the elevators we don't intend to take, and then let's head up to the next floor. You know, one of you guys can stay here at the computer. We can radio you back to let you know if we need computer help as we basically go to try to drop the item off.
And this is feeling more and more like
my
Cyberpunk.
thought on locking all of the doors is to do it in waves as opposed to locking everything down at once, because that's going to get noticed by somebody at some point if the entire place can't be accessed.
Yeah.
It's the middle of the night. People are resting.
We literally need to just throw this thing in that room and get the hell out of here. I mean, this hopefully will not take long. The real worry is going to be getting past those dogs and then getting in the door of his bedroom.
The plan was to try and send the utility bot up there. Do we want to look and see if there's a route through the vents for it to get there first?
What is the utility bot going to do when it gets to a locked door?
That's a problem.
Go through the vents. Because what I was hoping that could happen here is we put it in a vent. It goes through the vent system, gets to the ventilation duct in Kent's room, leaves the holo projector there, and comes back to us if we want to keep it. And there probably aren't going to be a lot of doors in the vents.
Could we just leave it in the vent? Could it broadcast through the vent?
You mean the holographic emitter?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to hide it somewhere in the room. I mean,
Yeah,
hypothetically,
that would theoretically work.
That's why I was asking about grates and screens and if it blocked the projection.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay.
Do it.
So we need to figure out we need to basically get a layout of the ventilation system for this ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sorry, somebody else was trying to say something.
Yeah. What was that?
Oh, I just said
Somebody
go
else.
for it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So
try
cheers.
to get a layout.
if you've got
Can you do
access
the
to the
dexterity checks with the drone?
Technically,
I mean, because
yes,
that's all
but I mean
noodling.
the monkey
Yep.
the monkey droid also has a minor intellect. You can tell it go and it'll go.
it's a droid. You can give it tasks, and it uses its own skills and roles.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do an investigate as I search the computer system looking for the ventilation network.
Okay.
To figure out how it works.
Go ahead and give me an
So
investigate.
I got a 12 on my investigate.
Okay, so you do find a schematic layout of this place and its ventilation shafts, and I can show you real quick here. Essentially, what this schematic is showing is that this is like a suite.
Right.
That is the Thearch's, and this is his bedroom. It's pretty heavy. This door on the schematics is showing that this is basically a panic room kind of blast door. So if this door shuts, you're basically boned. You can't get in there. But it is showing that there are ventilation shafts that run through these blue walls.
All right. And does it show an access panel I guess any of these rooms, if you were to get into them, you could get access to the ventilation shaft that way. So.
Yeah, I mean,
it
it essentially shows that there's an access panel here at the end of this hallway.
Okay.
What is the ventilation system segregated by floor?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
Okay.
And then what type of security do I need to make a separate roll to figure out like what type of security is protecting this hallway 55? Is there, do I have to worry about motion sensors or anything like that? Would that be another investigate?
There are not necessarily motion sensors. They have video cameras.
Okay. Do we have a way to loop the video footage so that we don't have to worry about us showing up going down the hallway?
Yeah, I think that'll be a better, easier thing to do.
Yeah, you can disable or blank out those cameras for the amount of time that you're in there. The one thing that
I don't want to blank out.
The other
looping
thing, or loop it, yeah. The other thing that is important to know, though, that these doors anywhere on the palace are separate from the security protocols. These doors themselves have their own control mechanism at the site. They're not a part of the network.
But in the meantime, we can lock down all the yellow doors with the computer.
Correct.
All right, so that's perfect. That if we lock down all the doors, it means that even if someone hears us, they're going to have to figure out how to get out that door.
Correct.
And so, yeah, so then we basically loop the video footage. Maybe if there's some kind of sensor that lets it know the elevator has traveled from 3 to 4, make sure that doesn't get notified.
Right.
And then lock down these doors, and then one of us then we just bring the monkey up and shove it in the vent. And it's probably going to be whoever's the best mechanic is for opening up that ventilation shaft.
That is true. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and break here for this week, and we will pick up next week with you guys doing some computer stuff to lock those doors and loop the video footage, and that's where we'll pick up at the top end of next week.
Throw our
good teamwork.
Bathroom monkey in there.
Bathroom monkey.
The
floating palace trunk monkey.
Well, did you ever see that Saturday Night Live fake ad for Bathroom Monkey?
No.
They actually had to pull it. It was too offensive. But, let's see if there's a video.
I'm looking on YouTube.
No video